welcome to another Silksong stream, part 66. This is also Thanksgiving, so hope everybody has a good day just to think about what you're thankful for, which is always a good thing. Somebody asked me what I'm thankful for. I mean, family, friends. I mean, I'm not trivializing it, but that's always something to be thankful for. But honestly, this year I'd say a job. I feel very fortunate that I haven't had to go through what I've seen other people that are in the kind of career that I'm in have to suddenly deal with being laid off and not being able to find a job for weeks, months, in a couple of cases even a year or two. So, you know, I wish it was different. I wish our marketplace was vastly different. And like I saw yesterday, somebody saying, well, people are sitting on their mobile phones, they're not upgrading as much as they used to, and that's hurting the economy. It's like, so? I think I've had my phone for a couple of years. It works just fine, and quite frankly, I'm going to probably keep it that way unless I absolutely have to get a new one. I'm getting kind of tired of we need to buy something every year. You know, and phones ain't cheap. So I'm sorry, I'm ranting a little bit. I'm thankful for the fact that I have a job. And a job that I like. You know, it's not just a job, and making it this far in life without any major medical issues is also a good thing. You know, I am not a youngin', and I can feel like getting up in the morning. You know, it's starting to be becoming an issue. Yeah, buying stuff, revolve around buying stuff you don't need. Exactly. I look at how much crap I have in my house, and I'm like, I will need to give away all my books to libraries. That's what I want to do at some point, is just give them all away, because there's no way I could ever get through all of them. And I just need to stop buying them too. But yeah, I look at the guitars I have. I don't need all of them. I don't play them that much, so why have them? We need to definitely have a different perspective on consumerism. So, but yeah, and also major medical issues, and, you know, knock on wood, I'm not superstitious, but I've only had one semi-major issue in my life, and that was when I had what's called a bilateral pulmonary embolism in 2014. That's where you get a blood clot in each lung. That's why it's bilateral. So shut up, guy. I don't need to hear that about I don't want to hear Trump's name ever again if I can possibly deal with it. But yeah, I had that in 2014, and it sounds worse than what it ended up being. I mean, it definitely was a pretty serious thing to go through, but I just basically had to stay in a hospital for 2 days and be on blood thinners and have them watch my O2 levels, and that was about it. I didn't need any surgery or anything like that, but thankfully the blood clot went from my leg to my lungs rather than somewhere else, because then we wouldn't be talking right now. I would not be streaming. So I feel very fortunate that was the end result of that one too. So yeah, I've not had any major medical issues other than that in my life, and I'm hoping to continue that. You know, the older you get, the harder it becomes to not have to deal with stuff. But we move on and we make the best of what we can. So yeah, thankful that I have a job, thankful that I have my health, and thankful that I have a job that I like. You know, it doesn't feel like a slog. It doesn't feel like something that oh God, I gotta get up and do. Like when I get back from vacation next week, the next three weeks are going to be a lot of development work, which is good. I like that, and we've got it all kind of laid out and spec'd out, and I said I'll get that started when I get back, and that'll be for 3 weeks, and then I'm on vacation for 2 weeks. I can't complain about that, and there's nothing to complain about it either. You know, I like that. Okay, speaking of, I don't know, hard stuff. I can't think of what else to come up with. I remember Bug, who's not on right now, but I remember Bug saying something about that things are getting hard. There was some chat that he said something about there's like 5 levels of bosses or bugs that you need to get through before you even get to the boss, and I'm thinking that's this area. No, why did I do that? I hope I hope I have another 50 years left, but also I look at my father-in-law and he's 94. You know, and for being 94, he's doing well. He's really doing well. He's still he still got his faculties. His speech is starting to get slurred, but they actually think that might have been due to a couple of medications that he was on that they recently switched, and apparently that's helped. But you know, he got into an accident with a car, and he finally said, "Okay, I'm too old. I got to stop driving." So he actually gave up his car. Gave him credit on that one. You know, and he's still willing at 94 to think differently. I mean, that's astounding. There's so many people that get old, and I can kind of feel it as I'm getting older, where you're like, you're just kind of like, well, that's the way it is, and you're like, God damn it, I sound like an old person, you know. But he's still willing. He's still willing to, you know, think differently, and you know, all credit to him. That's great for being that old to still be willing to do that. So, hey, Coro. You know, again, it's Thanksgiving Day. We don't travel anymore to see family and stuff like that. Not against my family, but we just usually hang up out now in Minnesota for a vacation like this. And I thought, you know, I'm just going to stream today. Maybe stream this afternoon. We'll see. Post the links in the Discord server. Are you talking about the IL to C# video? I'll check it out, whatever you're talking about later. I'm guessing that's what you mean. I hate these things. All hell dice. God damn it. Fuck you. Fuck you. Woo! Okay, I didn't get that one. Oh my god, I'm on one. Ha! Oh man, Jesus. Yeah, I was toast on that run. My day just started. I just ate some dark chocolate. Hey, Zena. This whole stream may be me just trying to get through this area. I don't know how many levels there are to this, and I could look it up, but if somebody knows, because I've got to the first one, I got to the second one, wasn't able to pass that, but I think it might be at least 5. Man, I'm like, if it's 5, oh my god, this might be where I stop playing. And move on to Halo 4, because I would love to be able to finish Act 3, but... Speaking of life, I just have to, you know... I gotta pick my battles, and... Oh god. These things and I do that. And I should have healed. I think it's like 5. Jeez. I know, go slow and steady. I know. You don't want to give spoilers. But did you? Yeah, I did beat him. Yep, I went to the stage and beat him a second time. When you block that forward rocket attack, I don't think so. Maybe there with a different ability on or something you might, but not that I'm aware of. I don't know. I think you just have to dodge jump. Oh, come on. Oh, I misjudged that. Oh god. Okay, good. Nope. Well, you deserve that. Level 1 done. Chicken shits. There you go. Maybe like that, huh? Awesome. Okay. I talk smack and that's what happens. That worked out well. No, don't. Thank you. This guy. Fuck me. This might be the stream that ends Hollow Knight for me. Are you reading any books? Yes, I'm actually reading Alien Perfect Organisms. It's a new book that came out. I've read pretty much every Alien novel that's ever been made, so I'm reading that. But yeah, if this is the way it is, I can't spend hours and hours and hours trying to get through this. I might just say that's enough, and we wrap it up, and we start Halo 4. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just like, you know, it's the part of me that doesn't want to leave something unfinished, but I also have to let that go because you know, I can't do this for stream after stream after stream. And then I almost run into problems. You know, I know people are like, oh, you can do it, but I'm like, this is not easy for me, you know. That's not what I meant to do, but... That's not what I meant to do either. Stray, that's the one I've been thinking of. I mean, if I can make progress with bosses and I can see progress, then that helps. But if I just keep, like, if I'm going to be stuck on not even being able to get past the second level, and there's 3 more and then the boss, fuck that. There's just no... There's no hope. Maybe I'll go to the second place that has a heart that I know that I haven't tried to fight what's there. See, I just... Stray is 40% off. You know, I don't know if I'm going to play it next, but let me at least make sure. And sorry if this is going to bleed Stray. I want to stop the video quick, and then let's just say add to wish list. There. Now I don't forget. Thank you. Wait, why did I just... I think that's the plan. I'm going to do this for the first hour of the stream. If I can't make any progress at all, I already have tried the boss with the woman in the red dress, and I've heard that's the hardest. I got past the guard for the other part, and I haven't... Did I actually go in and try to fight it? I think I might have, but I was woefully unprepared. So maybe I try to get that one first, and then come back to this one, because... I got the secret heart, and I don't need that on my house. And I think I can use all three of those if I remember right. Maybe not, but I think I can. What's the name of the bug that shoots the red rockets? Rocket? I have actually, I don't know. Can we look? I'm sure we could look. Trying to see if I can find it. Driz Narga. Driz Narga. I hate that bug. Although I think I noticed it only takes 2 hits to kill it. I sat right underneath. And then that happens. See? Don't. Fuck you. Son of a bastard. Fuck off. Get it. Well, at least I got through with all my hearts. What crest are you using? Wanderer. I know I could probably use Beast and maybe that would make more damage, but there might be something else to try. Just Wanderer feels the best to me. I don't know why. It just does. Fuck you. Oh, I can parry those. I didn't even notice.
Friend.
Die. Fucking fuck you. Right into that. God damn it. Fuck, and I run right into it. Sid Wonders is the best at this stage. Okay. Yeah, I just don't want to be frustrated for another month or two. It's just not worth it. And yeah, I will admit, I will be a little disappointed in myself if I can't pull this off, but I did the same thing with Tunic. I literally got to the end, and I couldn't even beat the boss. I think I turned it down to easy, if I remember right, and I still couldn't beat it. And I was just like, you know, this is not worth it. It's not worth being so aggravated at a game to not finish it. I mean, to try to finish it and just making no progress whatsoever. And I think no amount of practice I would ever do on this would ever get me to the end. Like, I just think I physically could not. And that's, like, if there is one complaint I have about this game, is that it does not have difficulty. And yeah, you could say that you can get mods to do that, but I think that should be built into the game. You know what I mean? And if people want to take pride, oh, I beat it at the hardest level, then great. You know, I mean, I'm not gonna. I can't fucking. Ah, fucking hell. Oh, yes. Go away, go away. I mean, this is just not fun. They give a suggested set of tools and spells. Okay. Again, I honestly don't think I could tweak my crest massively, and I don't think it would make any difference. I can't even get past the second room. I mean... This isn't worth it. This really is not worth it. I had kind of the feeling of, I think I've reached my limit with this game. I don't know, all of them. not so much. This one kinda. These I hate with an absolute passion. Because reasons. Just, I can't. Fuck me. And then this shit. God, I hate this game. I'm really getting negative about this. Very, very. So maybe just take some time. I think I could take. No, this isn't. I think I've reached my end. I think I've reached my end. I think it's time to head to Halo 4. It's not, it's just, it is what it is. I mean, like I said, I could practice this and do nothing else but this over and over and over and over and over again and try like every single combination of crests and abilities and everything. I don't think any of that would help. I don't think any of that would matter. I've just reached the level, I think I've hit the limit of my abilities with this game. I simply just, it's not going to happen, you know. Fucking shit happens. And then that shit happens. No. No. This is futile. Okay, so then we gotta go down to that. Do I have the money for enough? Yeah, I do. Alright. Let's see what this boss does and... And I gotta remind myself too, I got to, like, not the true ending, but the ending. This has all just been extra at this point, and if I can't get all the way through it, that's okay. I'm not gonna beat myself up for it. I'm gonna move on to something else. I'm gonna move on to a game that, you know, a different game that I've been wanting to, other games I've been wanting to play anyway, so... We'll see how this boss goes. I already inspected that. Oh yeah, I remember. I forgot you had to do that. And then that. Sucker. You do that. That was really my only first time fighting this, so I'm gonna give this a while because I think I fought it the when I first got past the guard, and I was like, yeah, I'm not prepared, we'll come back later. So I need to give this at least a fair shot. Okay, you do that. We're doing all that now. Okay. Okay, we're doing all that now. Oh. Okay, we're doing all that now. What the fuck? Supposed to do. worse than I did, and then I didn't jump up high enough. Okay, I don't really know what to do at this point. Oh, I jumped right into that. Oh, she's dead. Not dead, but stunned. Okay. Maybe it's time. Put aside your physical skills. Yeah, that would be cute if I could do that. Well, I stunned it once. I guess that's progress. So, speaking of progress, I need more recovery. Yeah, hacking the binary code. Like, neutering all of the monsters. All the bugs. Get a mod. Hack it all. But I don't feel right about doing that. I think, and I know I've complained about it, but I think it's a valid criticism, is the lack of difficulty modes in this game. And I know it's a choice by the developers. I get that, but I'm still going to state it. It's not even just for me. It's for anybody who wants to play this game and have it more accessible. You know what I mean? So... Oh yeah, you see that. Try that. I cannot get up in time. Maybe if I just jump. Well, I really can't do much more other than here. Tried to, but I play games to relax, not to get more frustrated. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly my point, guy. And by the way, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. I would greatly appreciate it. If you've already subscribed, I appreciate you for doing it. Yeah, I play games to relax, and if it's getting to the point that's just not... I can understand a game getting frustrating once in a while. You know, you're trying to get past a certain level, and maybe it's, you know, throwing you for a loop. And like you asked Guy, I think, yesterday about, did I ever beat a boss first try? I don't think I ever did. I think Fluke Nest was the one I think it might have been second or third try. Or I still think it might have been first, but that might be the only one I ever did. I've always got to go in and start figuring out, okay, what are their moves? What do they do? How does this get harder? But like this one, at least feel like I'm starting to make some progress as to how to, you know, go through with it. But yeah, I'm not willing to get so frustrated that it's like affecting my mental well-being. That's not fun. I want to play, like you said, I want to play games enjoyed, even if they're have some difficulty there. I don't want to feel stressed. You know, that's not good. That doesn't help people around me. That doesn't help me. You know, and better to be on the ground. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm trying to heal, and that's what happens, and then I do that. And then, oh, God. Tilting game. Oh, fuck me. I am perfectly fine watching a playthrough of somebody getting through the true act. If I can't, you know, the true ending. If I can't do it, I have to keep reminding myself it's okay. It's not worth my mental health. I just wish Team Sherry would understand that need for difficulty. Nice, I think. That was a crit. Oh, I missed. Oh, hi. Oh, Whiffington. Oh my God, get up, lady! What are you, what? Too bad. How much harder is this going to get now? Well, that. I jumped right into one of those. I have no idea, guy. Oh, I... Oh, I'm gonna take a hit.
Friend.
Too bad I can't do anything. I could have jumped in like... Oh, good, I guess. Oh, why did I jump up?
Friend.
That was stupid. Why is it not releasing any more of my... Oh god, I'm gonna die. Have you ever had a chance to be on the .NET Rocks podcast? No. Just never has happened. I guess I'm not qualified enough. I don't know. I did forget to use my my tools on this one, and I should be using them a lot more. Like, again, not at the beginning, but at least to where I stun it, and then let him rip. doing? Well, that's one. Two, actually, now. Real life, real growth, what world without us? This is probably the easiest one out of all the hearts. Defeated Nyloth. Well, at least I got that on my conscience. I did that. I got one of them. Obtain the pollen heart. It beats faint and fast. Ah. Okay, that goes nowhere. Had to try. Okay. Rocky was talking about CSLA. He's been on it, I think, a couple of times. So, you know, he's got that going for him. Well, that gives me some encouragement. Not a lot. But some. Okay. So I have 2 hearts. There are 4. This was the secret one. If I remember right, Bug told me that if you have this one, it can act as one of the 3. And again, I don't care because I'm close. Now, could you put together an hour talk about rocks? Yeah, the name of the library launch quality. Yeah, I've thought about it. I mean, that is a good point. You know, that's actually such a good point. Somewhere there. Fine, I'll just put it in this. Because I don't know if they, like, reach out to people. Or if they're willing to, like, say, hey, if you got an idea, you could be on our show. So there's .NET Rocks. And yeah, I mean, I agree with you, Grind. Now I think about it, it's like having a show about rocks on .NET Rocks, or better know a framework. That's an excellent point, Guy. I appreciate that. I will probably do that today because I got to get some talks in on Sessionize for VS Live next year. They're due coming up in a couple days. It's not hard to do. Sessionize actually makes it easy to submit talks, but I got to get that done. So I might also reach out to them and say, hey, you know, if you're looking for guests, might be worth it. Okay. Well, I have a choice to make. I could try to go back up here and get frustrated. I could come down over here. and Pilgrim's Rest, get up through that. And then, can we upgrade our nail in this game too? Yes, you can. My nail is completely upgraded. So if you look over here and see how my nail looks like on the left here, Hive Steel Blade has been sharpened to its ultimate form. So there's no more I can do to it. So hopefully dexterously, hey bug, just the sage I'm looking for. I'm coming to a crossroads here. I did beat, so I do have the Pollen Heart now. Okay. So I got the Pollen Heart and the Conjoined Heart. All I need is to get one of the other two, right? And then I'll have 3 to make the spell. Is that correct? Yeah, we just beat a boss. I did. That one seemed pretty easy, too. And hopefully, dexterously, your comments don't get deleted. I don't know why that was happening in the last stream. Because, again, I wasn't doing that. It's like, there's nothing you were saying. And so, again, Guy, I don't think this... Is dexterously an AI? Is it a bot? I don't think so. So it's just asking a question about the nail. Yes, only one more. Okay. Well... You missed in the morning, before the beginning of the stream. This boss is driving me insane. I can't get past the second room, and I guess there's 5 rooms, and then you got to fight the boss. That's my understanding. Or there's this one over here, which you said is the hardest one out of all 3 or 4. So I'm kind of sitting there going, well, should I go over here and keep trying with her and just see... Can I get any progress on her? I don't know. I'm just kind of like, you miss me lamenting this morning saying, I think I'm getting to the point where I need to just stop playing this game. But I just beat a boss. I'm also like, I'm 1 heart away from being able to do the spell. And then at least I can try the true ending and see what happens. Even if I can't beat it, it would be like good to just get to that point. You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to some advice here. I'm thinking of just going back to this boss and trying it and seeing if I can get any progress on her. I know you said she's the hardest out of all of them, but the other one, trying to get through 5 rooms, I can't even get past the second one. Sucking at something is the first step towards being sort of good at something. Well, okay, fine, but like I said, I'm perfectly happy at this point with the progress I've made in this game, and I've gotten more than enough enjoyment out of it. I do not want to get to the point where it's no longer enjoyable and it's just frustrating. You know what I mean? So I'm going to start to make my way over to this heart and just give it a whirl and keep fighting it and seeing what happens. You can cheese the Ant Queen by using Plasma Vial using the Architect Crest. You can stay at the top of the arena healing yourself by throwing tools to kill her. Yeah, it is true. So let's... Oh, I'm going to go up to the bench there. Anyway. While I'm making my journey there, Bug, that other hard area with the 5 rooms, I was just like feeling like that was almost harder than this. I don't know though, but I was like, that's right, I keep forgetting I can do this. Oh, wait a minute. Whoa, stop. Yeah, I went way too far. Yeah, this is where I want to go. Okay. It's like, wait a minute. I don't want to go to Greymoor. What am I doing? actually, we don't need to do that. Ah! That's funny. Once you get past the 5 rooms, there's a spike that you can hit that allows you to skip all of the rooms again. Once you go back, then just got a small enemy area, then the boss. But I don't know, I'm eating biscuits. I got up on the walls, double jumped, and then I spammed the vial floating across the room. Every time you stop yourself, you get stuck mid-air for a couple of seconds. Yeah, okay, that's good to know about the 5 rooms, but like I said, I can't even get past the second one. So I got that going for me, you know? All right. No. What are you doing? Shaman. Guys, how big are your SSDs? Mine, I think, is my computer is just a terabyte, but I haven't hit even halfway yet, I don't think. So, and I can just delete games, you know what I mean? I don't know, I please on the Xbox. Yeah, there is that too. Bugger biscuits, cookies, and freedom speak. Freedom speak. Oh, Jesus. Oh, yeah, and you said the vial. Sorry. That actually means I might... Oh, yeah, that's what I do. But then I got to turn poison off, right? Because I don't want to inject myself with poison. That would probably be a bad idea. Maybe that. Can't you upgrade the SSD on Xbox? I don't think you can. Well, I mean, if you buy the specific version of the Xbox Series, you can get like a different size hard drive. But I don't think you can at least easily just like open it up and put in a new hard drive. I don't think that works. You can put a drive on it that extends. You can put like a, through a USB connection, you can just put on an external drive. But then again, you're dealing with external speeds then. Go on with full silk. Yep. So yeah. I don't need a compass. I know where I'm going. I think so. Eee. I love watching this YouTube channel where they let kids from the UK try American snacks.
Buenera.
YouTube has its downsides, but it's one of the only redeeming social media sites in my opinion. It does. The thing that I'm getting really annoyed about now on YouTube is it's being stormed by AI slop. You really got to check out a channel and you got to make sure, like I've almost given up on shorts. It's just such a mess. Yeah, use it with caution. In this day and age, anything on, even from like a security standpoint or just a maliciousness, anything on the internet, it's the unshitification of the internet. It sucks. And you really got to be cautious to, go in with, understanding your biases and what you're being appealed to. One thing I also don't like about YouTube is, oh, you just watched a video on this. Even for like 10 seconds. Let me now give you 5 billion videos on this. It's like, I didn't ask for that. Okay, I've fought her a couple times, so this is gonna be... You know what the singer reminds me of? The Fifth Element. That one, she's got the whole blue costume on, and she's doing like operatic singing. It's sort of, not completely, but when she hit the high notes, that's reminded me of that. You throw the buzzsaws when you're on the ground, the cog flies are in the wall. I know, I will try my best to remember all this. This is probably going to take at least a couple of times to get through, but we're gonna try. Now these people are getting overly dependent on AI. It's bad. Yeah, like somehow I'm getting to the point where it's like I'm stop calling it AI. I'm calling it just what they are, LLMs, large language models. They to me are not what AI really is. They're not artificially intelligent. They're really, really good inference engines, and they can also do really, really bad things. It doesn't bother me too much for the work that I do as a developer, because it can help at times, and it can be an accelerant, and that's okay. I'm fine with that. Yeah, Lilo Dallas Multipass. That's a strange movie, but it's a fun one. I don't have a problem with that. Here, I'm going to just pause here for a second. But what I do have a very, very, very serious problem with is how some of these companies have literally stolen copyrighted work and basically given the middle finger and just said, what are you going to do about it? Yeah, chat's active. Everybody's like, they're working out their energy so that later today they can like eat a whole bunch of crap. You know what I mean? I remember for lunch today, I got to eat like small so I can enjoy dinner tonight. But yeah, like the generation of videos and audio and songs and artwork and books, write me a book that does this. It's like, no, that's not an ethical thing to do at all. And I'd much rather read a book that was written by a human than a book that was written that was taking bits and pieces from authors and just slapping together what they thought. That's not being creative, in my opinion. So, so yeah, that's what I have a really, really hard time accepting. And when people use it and just go, ha ha ha, it's like, no, that's not funny. That's not even, do better than that. Do better than that. And I'm hoping, that the bubble will burst and it's going to really hurt the U.S. economy. But I think it needs to burst because we need to get away from the hype and just use it for what it's good for. And again, I don't think it's going to completely go away. If you look at the decades of research into artificial intelligence and neural networks, I mean, this is just a progression. It just started to become this, huge thing to market to the general populace and saying it's AI. And it's like, no, it really isn't. And let's stop calling it that. And let's stop saying we're going to make movies and let people like Disney let people make movies off of their copyright material, and so they can make their own movies. It's like, no, fuck that shit. That's wrong. And that's wrong. So, but as a developer, it can be a little annoying, and I think there's going to be refinement, but it also, I will say it does help. I think we have to just start using it with the ability in mind to say it can help a human. It's not going to replace humans. Anybody that says, oh, AI is going to replace developers or white collar workers, it's like, no, I've been doing this for 30 years. And all from what I can tell you is that anybody who's saying they're getting replaced is just because big corporations are doing what I think are very unethical things by trying to make C-level sweet people much richer. And I think that's a big, 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 big mistake. So, you know, the way businesses work is, and it's not against automation or anything like that. I'm all for automation. I'm all for making things go faster and better, but faster doesn't mean better, you know? So it's our choice that AI replaces us. Yeah. And again, I don't call it AI, you know, so we are fighting Ant MILF. We're about to. All right. Okay. Let's give this a whirl and let's, and I organize this too, so that if I'm in the air, no, actually, shit, and whatever. Maybe I'll change it later. And I will fail at this. I need to get a good feeling for all this. I forgot I don't have my favorite crest on anymore. And I died. We haven't beat her yet. I probably won't beat her in this stream. Yeah, you're cooked. I am sure I'm cooked. Like I've been saying at the beginning of this stream, I am maybe at the point where I'm going to end Silksong, because if I can't get past this, and I am almost confident I will never get past that other one, then I'm just going to say, okay, I got more enjoyment out of this than I could ever possibly imagine, and that's fine. Time to move on to a different game. That's okay. I don't want to, you know, to me it's like, I don't want to, like I said, I don't play games to get frustrated, you know. I play games for enjoyment, and yeah, I'm totally not moving on this total at all. I think we're done. I think we're done. I think we're at the end of the road. I'm not going to be sitting here for hours on end, and I'm rapidly losing my enthusiasm at this point. You know, and I know you said that you, Bug, and other people were cheesing this and trying to do all this stuff, but this crest, it feels so foreign to me. Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this. What do you have as your request, Bug? Yeah, I think that's what he means dexterously, is to have this game where you could play like two people at the same time. That'd be kind I've heard there's a mod for it. Again, I went too far. Now I have to go here. There's a room in the original Hollow Knight that has a bunch of messages for all the backers, the people who help fund the original game. Can you just stream where I lead you to that room, please? I don't know. I'm really not that excited to do that. So. There's a bench up there. All right, see you later, Dexterously. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, the pills from Limitless. Or what was that movie with Black Widow, Scarlett Johansson, where she takes like some medicine and she ends up like traveling through time and all this shit.
Danny Frank.
Maybe I need to stop drinking so much coffee. I don't know. Maybe that's it. And this is where the journey ends. I'm done. I am not going to keep playing this before. No, I'm not going to do that in stream, but I'm making a decision. I'm done. I am not going to sit here and spend hours and hours and hours on end trying to get one of these two hearts and then do the ending. That's just simply becoming a waste of time. I've got more than my enjoyment out of this game. It is a great game. In fact, I'm going to go to the main title and just have that play in the background while I do some final thoughts on the game. Again, the game itself is great. This is probably one of my favorite games of all time. Absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt. The first Hollow Knight, I didn't try to do any extras or any other alternate endings or anything like that. Although there really wasn't like an Act 3 or anything like that. But I didn't do everything in the game. It's the same with this. I really don't need to do the end of Act 3. And I tried. I can't. And that's okay. That's okay. It's a fun game to play, but I have said this numerous times, and I'm going to say it one more time and maybe a couple more times in the future, but this game needs difficulty settings. In the game, not a mod, but in the game. It needs different levels of difficulty settings. That's the only thing that, that to me hampers the game, is not allowing people to play it at the level that gets them like all the enjoyment out of it. It's frustrating that they don't do that. So, for people that are like teenagers or young people, they may have the reactions and brain processing power to just play this at, even to do Silksong and get through the whole game without ever dying. There's no way I would ever fucking be able to do that. Not even close. It just would never happen. So it's something that I wish they would change, but it is the way it is, and that's the way they've designed the game. And it's a choice I disagree with. When I'm going to play Halo 4, which I will probably do this afternoon, or start playing it. I'm not going to finish the whole thing, but start playing it. I'm going to play it at hard, and I've usually been able to beat all the Halo games at hard. And that's what I've done with all the games that I've been playing already. So to me, it's like, that's the setting that is comfortable for me. It gives me a challenge, but it doesn't make me so frustrated that I can't get beyond it. Halo Infinite, there was a couple boss battles that really tested my abilities, but I did get past them. But this one, not having any choice of selection of difficulty is something that I personally would say they should change. But that is my I appreciate that, Bug, about being a streamer you like. I do appreciate that. And if you like the channel, or just, even if you don't have to like it, but please subscribe. I would appreciate that very much. So thank you in advance for doing that. Again, if you've already subscribed, I do appreciate that. The gameplay, the artistry, the setting, the style, all of it is so good. So I'm not putting it down. It is a great game. A very, very, very good game. But that's my only knock on both Hollow Knight and Hollow Knight Silksong is, and it's not even just for me personally, there is an accessibility issue here, and I've said that many times. There are people that have accessibility issues, and that might completely hinder them from making any progress in this game. And for most people, they don't even know or think about that, but there is a percentage of the population that does have accessibility issues. And so being able to, I think, change that would help. And the thing is, it wouldn't hinder anybody. If you want to play it at the hardest level possible, like what it's currently set at, then great, do that. Awesome. Maybe you get an extra achievement for beating, like you do in Halo. You get an extra achievement for beating the game at Legendary, and then also at Lasso, which is hard, to say the least. But if that's what you want, then great. But let people change it. Let people change it. What was your favorite act? Probably 2. And I will agree with you, Bug. I know you said this before on the stream where I beat Grandmother. That yes, as a final boss to the game, even though I know there's an Act 3, as a final boss to the game, it did feel weak. It did not feel extremely hard. There were other bosses that I fought that I felt were actually kind of harder. That one didn't seem, it was a test, but it wasn't that difficult. So I do think Act 2, though, was, because that's where you start to see more and more of the world. And it was fun just exploring and looking around and trying to get, through Mount Faye was so frustrating, but to get through that, get to the top, and then you get that cloak, that was so nice. That was such a helpful. I probably won't buy this game because I need a bug in order to find my way through it and probably suck worse at boss battles than Jason. And yeah, that's the thing too. If it's so hard to get through and all you're doing is looking up stuff, it's like, well, then why are you even playing the game? It almost feels, I don't know, like I get so much enjoyment out of trying to figure stuff out myself. And I don't like asking for help on games. I really try to, as much as I possibly can, figure it out on my own. So, and I think that's why I like puzzle games a lot, is because there's typically no stress in a puzzle game. Typically, unless they put a time limit on stuff. But I am definitely playing Talos, Principle 1 and 2, and all the extensions and DLCs. I'm playing those because those games are so fun. They're so underrated. So, hey guy, just to let you know, I've just subscribed to your channel. If you do play, you and I have a bug. There you go. And if I can, guy, I'll watch you. If you stream it, I will definitely watch you. But yeah, I kind of lost my train of thought. But I did like Act 2. Because you get to see so much more of the whole world. But I have made my decision. I am done with this series. It is just not worth it anymore. I don't think I will ever be able to get one of the 2 hearts. And even if I did, I don't think I would be able to beat the final boss. So I have started to feel like I need to move on anyway. So I'm going to take a bit of a break, and I will come back with a new stream starting Halo 4. I want to thank everybody who's been watching me play it. I do appreciate all the help I've been getting from people. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. I would really appreciate it. So with that, I'm going to end this series. Thank you all for watching. Take care, and I hope to see you in the future.